we forget, brothers and sisters, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take us to account for each and every deed, for each and everything that we do. And so as I mentioned before, it's not enough for us simply to invest in this world. And there's great benefit in doing that, especially when we're using this world to help us for the hereafter. But we have to constantly keep in mind, what are we doing for the hereafter? How are we preparing our souls? How are we preparing our retirement plans for Jannah? What are we doing for that, brothers and sisters? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions about the people who are not like that. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. That not alike, the two are not equal. The ones who are the people of the fire and the ones who are the dwellers of the garden. The dwellers of the garden are indeed the successful ones. They are the victorious. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the next verse, لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. Indeed, if we had sent this Qur'an, if we had put it on top of a mountain, you would have seen it crushed and crumbled out of the fear of Allah. Min khashyatillah. Indeed, in this is an example for people to reflect upon. This is how great the amana of the Qur'an is, brothers and sisters. Really, this is this is the blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this ummah. That we consistently, whether, and inshallah ta'ala, not purposely, but unconsciously we neglect the Qur'an. This is why so many of the scholars, Imam Ibrahim al-Khawas and others, have mentioned that anyone who wants to increase the quality of their worship, who wants to help purify their souls, they have to begin qira'atul Qur'an bitadabbur, to begin with the recitation of Qur'an with reflection. With reflection. It's good, there's barakah in just reciting of the Qur'an. In the marketplace, in your cars, around, whenever. There's barakah in that. But the transformative nature of the Qur'an is an understanding and reflection. And for that, brothers and sisters, you don't even have to read it in Arabic. You don't. Many of the converts who have accepted Islam did so through a translation. Many of them didn't know Arabic. They picked up a translation. They reflected upon it. They were moved by the message of the Qur'an itself. And it transformed them. It transformed them. That transformative nature, brothers and sisters, we have to ask ourselves, are we having that type of a conversation with the book of Allah Azza wa Jal? One that's transformative by nature.